A single scream cuts through the still air of a remote forest. A woman drags herself from the edge of a cliff, broken but alive, pushed from the edge by none other than her own wife. Not long ago, this was meant to be a romantic anniversary, until her wife's hidden past turned it into a fight for survival. Jackie and her wife Jules arrive at a remote lakeside cabin owned by Jackie's family to celebrate their first wedding anniversary. Soon after unpacking, Jules begins to feel uneasy when Jackie's childhood friend Sarah shows up unannounced and addresses Jackie not by that name but as Megan. Jackie calmly says she changed her name after moving away, but Jules is still unsettled. To ease things, Jackie gives Jules a silver locket containing a photo of the two of them together, as though to show their connection is strong. But the unease only grows. Jules later rows across the lake to Sarah and her husband Daniel's house and asks about Jackie's past. Sarah tells Jules that she and Jackie used to be friends with a girl named Jenny who drowned in that very lake when they were young. Jules is shocked that Jackie never told her about that, and when she asks Jackie later, Jackie admits she withheld the truth because she always believed she caused Jenny's death, even though the police had cleared her of fault. Jules embraces Jackie, trying to help her with the guilt she reveals. Then, while the two stand together and admire the peaceful woods and water, Jackie suddenly pushes Jules from the edge of a cliff into the forest below. Jackie returns to the cabin and practices the 911 call she plans to make, feigning grief. But Jules is still alive, badly injured and hidden in the woods. Jackie realizes Jules is missing and rushes into the forest, crying and pleading for her to appear, while Jules watches unseen from the dark undergrowth. Jules moves stealthily back to the cabin and uses the first aid kit to stop bleeding and dress her wounds. She leaves the cabin in a rowboat across the lake, hoping to reach Sarah's house for help. As she drifts halfway across the water, Jackie appears in pursuit, the tension rising as Daniel sees them both on the lake. Despite Jackie's threat, Jules shouts across the water that they are expected to join dinner at Sarah and Daniel's that evening, buying herself extra time. Jackie drops the mask now. She tells Jules that her love for her was never real at all, that she has only been playing a part, and that the anniversary getaway was part of her plan. Jackie admits she intends to kill Jules and collect on the life insurance policy. Behind her polished smile and calm voice lies a predator. It's also quietly revealed Jackie was involved in the childhood death of their friend Jenny, drowning in the very lake beside the cabin, and she never owned up until now. Jules realizes the years of secrets and the sudden transformation of the woman she trusted. At the house of Sarah and Daniel, Sarah is alarmed by Jackie's behavior and starts to question things. Jackie forces Jules back into the role of a happy spouse, orders her to act normal, to keep up appearances while the real threat looms. Jules tries to reach Sarah for help, quietly signaling distress. Jackie catches her, and in a brutal move, she slits Daniel's throat outside the house, while Sarah watches in horror. Then Jackie chases Sarah up a narrow staircase and stabs her repeatedly until Sarah collapses. With that spree done, Jackie turns on Jules and gives her no choice but to help dispose of the bodies. In the trophy room where a stuffed bear's head hangs, Jules dares a peek behind it and finds a locked box full of necklaces, gifts Jackie had given to previous wives, victims who never woke up to a new day. Jackie drives Jules back to the cliff's edge where earlier Jules had been shoved. There, Jackie plans to finish the job. But Jules takes a bold move, stabs Jackie with a tranquilizer dart, and storms off in the car. Yet Jules isn't done. She returns to take one final stand. The fight is vicious. Jackie gains the upper hand, knocks Jules out, then throws her over the same cliff. Satisfied, Jackie makes the call to report Jules as dead. Jackie, who is diabetic, then injects her insulin, but something is wrong. Jules, hidden, has left a video message that reveals Jackie's insulin was tampered with. Hydrogen peroxide replaces the real dosage. The peroxide causes blood clots. Jackie wanders dazed through the woods, her strength fading until she collapses and dies of a stroke. Down at the cliff's bottom, Jules lies motionless. The camera drifts over the silent forest. Then we hear a sharp gasp of air suggesting that Jules, after the fall onto rocks and boulders, may still be alive. The screen holds on the trees, leaving us to wonder if survival is possible, or if the nightmare ends in the very place that began with celebration.